July 1942, turn, turn 13 recap. As you can see our income chart. USA is at 62, Germany at 58, USSR 51, Great Britain 27, Japan 46, Italy still at 10, FCC and ANZAC at 8, Free France at 4, 3 for the CCP and 1 for the KMT. Tech charts. Allies in the Comintern. Comintern have done quite well. They've completed 5, and they're at stage 3 on 1, heavy armor. Strategic rockets, I got 2 to go. Heavy bombers, 3 to go. The USA has struggled mightily with tech. I mean, they've 7 factories, they've only completed 4, which is pretty bad. And only 1 at stage 3 even. As far as the Germans, they've done pretty well. They've completed 5 also, and they've got 2 at stage 4. A couple more on the board. The Italians have completed 2, and they're just about there on long-range aircraft. The Japanese have struggled even worse. They have completed none. They still got 1 to go for improved factories and wartime economy. All right, some of the bonuses being achieved. Germany's have gotten Romania right now. Italy not at war. Japan's getting almost a bunch of them, except for the Hawaiian Islands. They ain't got that yet. Or Midway, Wake, and the Solomons they have yet to get. KMT, the Berman Road's open. Let's see, what else? CCP, they got an adjacent land zone to the USSR. Soviet Union's got their 3 big cities for propaganda. They're not getting the convoy thing, because there's a sub out there and we missed it last turn trying to get it. Great Britain's got the Suez Canal, so they get 2 points there. Far East Command, Aden in the Suez Canal, and the FCC, the Anzac ain't getting one because there's ships around within 2 sea zones. All right, show you what's going on out here in the Pacific. The USA on the last turn here, they took the Caroline Islands over here, the Marshall Islands, excuse me. They're headed to the Caroline Islands probably next. They got a little force there, a battleship, a couple transports, heavy cruiser, attack bomber, a fighter on an aircraft carrier, destroyer, and then a little navy out here in Hawaii. They've started building up the islands with militia and infantry. You got a couple down there on the Carolina Islands over here. The Marianas, Wake Island. The Philippines fell last turn to the Japanese. And they took Dutch New Guinea also. They got Malaya. Don't look like they're going to crack into Calcutta though. And the Burma Road looks pretty safe. And the CCP is starting to make a run back in China over here in northern China. Japs are trying to hold on there. That little coastal sub's been causing havoc over there. Next turn they'll try and get it another time. They keep missing it. Like I said, they just took the Philippines. The Anzacs have been building up. They laid down an aircraft carrier last turn and a Marine. So they want to start making a push. They want to get some, they might go for some of these money islands here, but starting to drop down some militia for the Japanese. So we'll see what happens. Nothing going on in Northern Asia up there. The Russians and the Japs are still having a little treaty going on. Nothing happening. As I said, Calcutta's been built up pretty well. They are thinking of maybe building a shipyard. They want to get some transports down there. Try and help take the money islands back. Down in Africa, not much going on. We've built a railroad to connect Belgian Congo up into Sudan. But we haven't done much because the Italians are being pretty tired down here. Pretty quiet. Finally moved the fighter over here. I can try and maritime air patrol the sub over there. Egypt's in decent shape. As far as the Italians, they got a decent navy over there, and they're starting to build up a little bit inside here because if they go to war, they got to be in good shape. They do have wartime economy now. I'd like to get improved construction, but it hasn't even started yet. Let's see what else in the Med. The Americans have moved their ships into the Med and landed in northern Algeria in the Free France territory where there's an air base. They've got 2 heavy strategic bombers. Heavy strategic bombers over there. As you can see, the elite market under there, and they're looking to make a move towards Thessaly or Yugoslavia, maybe. What else is going on? Nothing's happened down in South America yet. Everybody's still neutral down there. I've made no influence rolls. Over on the East Coast, we got another loaded transport ready to go with 4 of them, actually. Be taking 4 medium armor and actually 3 medium armor, 4 infantry, and an artillery will be headed over to the European theater. Got a bunch of ships on escort. And quite the Royal Air Force over here. We got 3 strategic bombers, medium bomber, 3 fighters, attack bomber. We got some Marines, some airborne, some regular infantry, artillery, a tank, ready to pounce when we get the chance. We've been carpet bombing over here in Western Europe, and it's been doing some damage, sending all our fighters as escorts. It's tough for them to scramble. Let's see, what else? The Navy's pretty built up. There's not a huge German Navy. They're pretty safe for anybody that lands. They got a nice counterforce in here inside of Paris, consisting of 3 fighters, 8 medium armor. Looks like 7 self-propelled artillery. We got some advanced mechs in here. We got some Panzer Grenadiers that were built last turn. We got some more. We got some airborne down there in Yugoslavia. We started fighting over here in Russia when we invaded last turn. The Russians did not counterattack. So we're looking to make a push into Kiev, probably in southern Russia. Moscow's got built up pretty quick already. Inside there, they got 4 Kakushkas, a couple tank destroyers. It's a fortification, 4 militia, an airborne, a couple medium armor, fighter. Also, there's a huge force over here, which is up in Leningrad, over here. And the German forces over here aren't really huge, so we're going to have to see what happens next turn over there. But they're going to still push. They need some more land, is what they want. So we'll see what happens. Oh, another thing, we moved the small factory, minor factory that was down in Kiev. We strategically railed that over into Novorossiysk over there. However it is said. We'll see what happens next turn if we got to rail. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, there's another minor one here. We got the one over here in the Rail Kursk. Depending what happens, I will probably rail that one next turn also, or move it into Moscow. One or the other. We'll see what happens. But that's basically what's going on here at the end of turn 13, July 1942. And we're going to move our calendar marker to turn 14, January 1943. We'll check our neutral chart out and see if we got to add some more neutrals over here. Katinga gets another infantry. Buenos Aires, Belgium, don't have to worry. And Gootland gets a light armor. So that's where we're at. And we'll keep you posted.